We are out here. This is Dickies Arena in Fort Worth, and it's the Mecum Auction. We're gonna get started. So what's going on is we are in the parking garage. They've basically taken the parking garage and used it for their storage. I figured they would use this. And there is another parking area, but we're getting it started. We're in the garage now. This is the first car of the day, and we're gonna see what we can find. So they have speakers inside of the garage that are broadcasting the auction as it's happening. So that's what we're getting to hear. The auction is going on right now. 1956 is on this one. The Corvette, and it's got a California license plate on it. We're on level 3 of the garage right now. I'm coming over here because this is where the sun is at. This is listed as a 1928 custom roadster, and so there's the next one in the row. I kind of want to get away from the speaker so I can record a little easier. You can see the other side of the parking lot in the background. We've moved to the far side of the garage. Get away from that speaker. We have an AMX. It's just listed as an AMX. I thought it would say Javelin, but it does not. And here's under the hood on that AMX. Yeah, I thought it would say Javelin, but the listing is actually AMX. So that's how it's listed. I'm making my way through the garage, and I have to stop when I see something interesting. This is a 1992 3000 GT. The Mitsubishi. Trying to adjust my light so that you can see it all right. It's too bright in the front, too dark in the front, too bright in the back. But the 3000 GT from 1992. Like I said, I'm stopping when I see something. The 1989 Testarossa. So you can see there's a row of cars. I'm not stopping for all of the cars, but I'm trying to get away from that speaker because I'm trying to get my own audio on here. So 1989 Testarossa. 1972 is on this one. The Cheyenne. I'm hoping my lighting's pretty good for this. The 1972 Chevy truck. We're over here in the far corner now. A pretty rare find. I was just talking to some other people about this car. It's a Fisker Karma. They're pretty rare. I believe the company is not prospering right now. The other gentleman said he thinks they're in bankruptcy. I believe the factory burned down, was the story that I was told. But it's a Fisker. Pretty rare. Next to the Karma, the 1985 GMC Jimmy. Yeah, there's a whole row of vehicles that go throughout this, and actually they have a sign telling you what day each floor is designated for. So they've used this whole garage. So I'm just going to go up and down in this garage here. Next up, 2002 Corvette. And you can see the row in the background. So there's a Trans Am, there's some other cars. We'll make our way through this parking lot, and then there's other cars. There's cars on that side too. 1979 is on this one. The original Bandit car was a 1976. And because the movie was coming out in 77, they used the 77 front end and back end. There's a car rolling. I want to get it if I can. It's moving around. It's an old Mach 1. So cars are coming and going out of here. Not to be overlooked, the 1949, it's called a Farmall. There's a big NR on the sign, so I guess that means no reserve. It's not just cars and trucks, there's all kinds of automobiles out here. The Farmall. I think that's the best lighting for the color on the side of the car. And I can get under the hood, can adjust the lighting and get under the hood. It's a 66 convertible. So that's what's next in this row. And there's under the hood on the 1966 Mustang convertible. So if that looks correct, put it in the comments. This one is listed as a 2005 Mustang GT. I think it's built. It has a banner on it that says bondspeed.com. So they probably put some aftermarket stuff on this and now they're selling it. It's got a GT badge on it. The 05. Next up, 1966 Tiger Sunbeam, or Sunbeam Tiger. I could do that over. The hood's up, we can get under it. Let's see what we got here. Here's under the hood on the 66 Sunbeam Tiger convertible. Give you a sense of what's going on over here. This is a 2015 Challenger. It's calling it the Drag Pack. And you can see it's badged 354 supercharged. Looks like it's got drag pack interior. It's got racing seats and a roll cage and the whole deal over here. I'm about to start being picky, but I figured I'd grab this real quick. The 1983 Jeep CJ7. So there is your CJ from the 80s. And this is under the hood on that CJ7 Jeep. You can see it's got a supercharged Hemi. We've made some changes to this 83 Jeep. This is a 2009 911. I'm gonna grab the ones that kind of grab my attention, because there's 4 or 5 floors of cars, and then there's another parking lot, and I only have so much time. So this is the GTX. Plymouth is on the front of the hood. I don't remember the year. It's a 1968. So there is your 68 Plymouth. This is a 1964 Ford. I believe it said it was a Galaxy. There's some of that. The 1964. What is going on under the hood over here? I don't know if that's... No way, that's factory. I don't think so. Another rare find. 2009 Pontiac Solstice. I saw one a few years ago on the road, but not a car that you see every day. I enjoyed them. I thought they were cool. The 09 Pontiac. I'm gonna stop and grab this one real quick. The 442. I'm a fan of the 442. I think they're cool cars. It's the Oldsmobile. It's a 60s. I can't remember what year. I think it's like a 66. Let me see. It is indeed a 1966. It's listed as a club coupe. The Oldsmobile 442. And we have the little red express truck. We've seen these around. I believe it said it was a 79. The little red express. There's a variety out here. The back of the car is a little bleached out, but it's a 66 Nova. Maybe I can film the cars that aren't up against the exterior wall here. It'll be a little easier. So I've moved off that exterior row. This is a 1941 Lincoln Zephyr. Get this. And it's got a sheet on it. I guess it was restored. I don't know if this is something I've ever seen before, a 41 Lincoln. So this has got some stuff on the windshield and around. It says it's a Riddler Award winner. It's listed as a 49 custom coupe, or I think it's a business coupe. But it's got a bunch of awards listed. I've just come upon this one. I'm calling it an Eleanor. I'm sure it's not exactly, but it's a 68 fastback. Between the color and the... It's actually kind of got a green hue to the color. It's not actually gray. So it's got a bit of a hue to it, but... a 68 fastback. Just found this over here, the F430. So it's not all classics. And this one's not new, but there are different types of vehicles all throughout this parking lot. The F430. I knew when I came here that I should expect to see some interesting stuff. I didn't know what I was going to find. This encourages me to start walking around a little more. I had no idea they had a 71 Pantera. 71 Pantera. Over here, the 1963, I believe it is. The Triumph. TR3. There's a lot of stuff out here, and it's an auction. If I wanted, I could open the hood, I could open the doors. I can get into these cars if I want to. So it's rare enough to see an Amphicar, and I'm about to show you there's actually two of them here. I don't know if these are the exact same car. I believe this is 71. I'll look at the year real quick. It's a 67, but But I'm gonna go get this other one real quick. So they are not the same vehicle. This is a 62. I think the other one was like a 67. They're both listed as 770s. That's the model. The Amphicar 770. You can hear the speaker, the auction speakers over there. We have a 2012 McLaren. It's listed as an MP4. It's not a car that I'm familiar with, but I didn't want to pass it up. The MP4 from McLaren. And get around on the sun side over here. A little better lighting for it. We have the 2016 Mercedes AMG GTS. I'm such a huge fan of these. I really enjoy what they've done here. So whenever I see them, I always try. I car spotted one of these on the road once. I don't know that it was the GTS, but cool car. This one is actually listed as a factory 5. I haven't seen this car in yellow. This is an interesting spec here. The 1965 factory 5 Shelby Cobra replica. And I got to say about these replicas, if you had an actual 1965 Cobra, you wouldn't even be able to drive it. These you can drive and enjoy, so the factory 5s are kind of cool. Try to show you stuff that you might not see every day. This is a Comet, and if you're paying attention, you can tell under the hood, but I'll get under there. It was under the hood on that Comet. I believe it's a 75. A couple of guys over here looking at it. I said, they didn't come like that from the factory, did they? I don't think so. But there's under the hood on that Comet. Up next, we have the 2007 Mercedes-Benz. It's the SL 550. It's convertible. And just grabbing stuff that I think is interesting or stuff that I like. So there's this one here. Okay. So this is a 1963 356B. This row that I'm on right now is pretty crazy. There's a DeLorean, and there's some crazy stuff over here. This I'm glad I moved to this part of the floor. Y'all recognize this one? So again, this is kind of interesting that it hasn't been converted over to the time machine. It's just the 81 DeLorean. And yeah, this road that I'm on is pretty crazy. I'm skipping around. This is the 1996 Viper GTS. I'm skipping around a little bit, but I'll cover these other ones. I finally found an interesting section that's got some cool cars in it, so come over here and get some shots of these. The GTS. Next to the Vipers, this 2006 Gallardo. Really good to see such a crazy variety over here. There's some really interesting. I was in the wrong section over there earlier. I mean, there was some stuff over there, but this is pretty cool over here. The 2018 Mercedes AMG GT. I believe it is a convertible. You can see the DeLorean's next to it, the Gallardo. This is a pretty crazy row over here. We've got some stuff over here. This is a very special car, and then it's special on top of that. This is a 99 Trans Am. It's the 30th anniversary. I saw one years ago, probably back in 99, and he had tinted the windows to match the blue that's on this. This is a pace car. This is a Daytona 500 pace car from 99. But just the 99 Trans Ams was one of my favorite versions. I'm just stopping for this real quick. The 2009 Challenger with the drag pack, RTs and the grill, and that hood is ridiculous. He doesn't have a side mirror on the side. So this is just a, I wonder if it's got a VIN. It's just a race car. That thing's crazy. All right. This is the 2012, and it is a Grand Sport. It said something about it being like a, here, I'll go read it. It's listed as the Centennial Edition. And then it says it's a Callaway convertible. Good. We have the 1967 Jaguar. This is the E-Type Roadster. And it's got the top down. I'm not messing with the cars too much. I know I can open the doors and the hood, but I'm just trying to cover this pretty much. Just covering it. We have another Jaguar convertible. This is the 72 E-Type. And it is also convertible. I don't know if they had, well, no, surely they had the hardtop E-Type. I've seen them. There's another E-Type. Grabbing a quick one. This is a 1967 GTX. And the hood is up. I can get under there. A lot of these cars are in showroom quality, or they've been restored. Under the hood. And here's under the hood on that GTX. 1967 Plymouth. We are directly under the speaker right now, but I had to stop for this, the 1972 Ferrari. I'll get the nomenclature. The 365 GTB 4. Pretty crazy. But yeah, there's the speaker right there. We're gonna try and get away from it. We'll get some other cars out here. You can see there's rows and rows. We're gonna see what we can get. I'm having to compromise on the light to be able to see this without it being too dark. It said the bid goes on at $45,000 for this thing. It's listed as a black edition. It's the KTM. It's the Expo GT Black Edition. That's what this is. I'm trying to get this. It's a GTO wagon. I've never seen anything like this before. The sun is kind of messing with it, but hopefully you can see it. It's listed as a GTO wagon. I've never even heard of this before. So there's that. This one is confusing to me. I'm not sure what I'm looking at. It's listed as a 1992 Camaro. On the paper, it says the bid goes on at $80,000. So I don't understand what is going on here. Pretty crazy. I knew I was going to see some stuff today. Wasn't sure what I was going to see, but this is pretty interesting. I know I've never seen one of these before. The 1967 Town and Country wagon. So, wagons are interesting. I haven't seen one of these before. This is very interesting. The lighting's either too bright or too dark. This is a 1967 BMW 2000C. There's a lot of interesting cars. I'm going to try and grab as many of them as I can. The 2000C. This is a 2013. It's called a GTR Premium. The bid goes on at $49,000. I know I need to get away from this open side. The lighting is just terrible. But and I already forgot the year. Well, it's the 442, the Oldsmobile Cutlass. I forgot the year. It's a 71. The 71 Cutlass. So this is this is a lot, and there's 3 of them. It says Hobbs and Shaw on the windshield. This is a lot. They're selling all 3 of these. These are screen used in the Fast and Furious Hobbs and Shaw movie. Literally screen used, and they're selling them as a lot of 3. The Hobbs and Shaw. They're Range Rover Land Rovers. A lot of 3. Screen used in the movie. Shout out to B-Ray on TikTok and Instagram. Inspiration Nation on YouTube. The Conquest. I believe it said it was an 88. And the bid goes on this one for $25,000. Not one you see all the time, so I didn't even get the year on this one. I just got the badge. This is a GT500 Super Snake. It's got a paper on here. The bid goes on. Bid goes on this one for $45,000. And this is a 2010 Super Snake. The title of this car is pretty long. It's a 1934. I believe it said it was a 355, and then it was listed as a stationary. I'll try and go read some more of it. The 1935 Cadillac 355D 8 stationary coupe. This is the 1948 Lincoln Continental convertible. I'm going to try and get as many vehicles here as I can. The convertible's down, we can get inside. Pretty good. Give you some sense of the interior. Bench seats, front and back. There's your dash. This is a 1966 Chevelle. Lighting's pretty good over here. I looked over the edge of the thing into that other parking lot. It doesn't look like there's much. There's some boats and stuff. The cars I was looking at earlier, the bid goes on, and this one, it doesn't have that sticker, so hasn't gone across the block yet. 1963 with the split window. I used to think that people turned their Corvettes into split windows. What I found out is they wanted to take the split window out back in the day because they wanted the car to look newer. So it's harder to find the surviving split windows. Next in the row, the 1970 Cornet 500. And these haven't gone across the block yet. Looks like it's a convertible. Pretty interesting look on this one. I don't think I've seen one of these before. Not all the cars are classics. I just spotted the Porsche in the background. This is a 2016 Z06. So whatever your tastes, you can find what you're looking for at Mecum. Classics, sports cars, trucks, tractors. This is a 1986 Porsche. I think it's got another, you can call it a 300. Let's see what it says on this. No, the 930 turbo is what it says. It's a 930 from 86. Can't adjust for light. Gotta take the shot when I got it. Rollers. So with a car like this, I couldn't just film it from the front. Part of what makes this car what it is the back, the giant wing that it's got here. I tell the story about a photography teacher that I had back in the 80s, and I believe he was driving this car in like 1988. He was driving around in an 86 930 turbo as a high school teacher. The 1965 Porsche 356C. This is the hardtop. And he's kind of got his own little light just above the car here. That's why he's got some dramatic shadows. One of my favorite cars, one of my Powerball garage, but I like the convertible. The 356. 1963 split window. Got those classic hubcaps, those classic wheel covers with the spikes on them. So there's that. So one of the first cars that I owned was a Pontiac Ventura. Mine was a 70s. It's like a 79. This is the Pontiac Ventura. It's called a bubble top. This is a 60s. Like a 61 or something. The Pontiac Ventura bubble top. We have a 2011 Ferrari California convertible. This is the hardtop convertible, so you just put it in park and press the button and the top goes down. And it says, auction manager has the key. Some of these you can open them up and look inside of them, pop the hoods. It is an auction. I've been walking past a lot of the other cars, trying to pick and choose. But this is the 1969 Camaro SS, red with the white racing stripes. So if I was in the building, if I had money and I was bidding, I might have to throw my hat in on something like this. So I read a bit of the sheet. It's a 1993 Ford Mustang convertible. I don't think I understand exactly, but it says it's been garage kept since 93. I didn't see how many miles it had on it. I mean, obviously they drove it, but stored in a garage, so it's been stored away. And here we are. It's on the block. We have a 1937 Packard. I'm pretty sure it says a custom coupe. You see he's replaced the engine. I'm assuming it's got, you know, modern brakes and all that kind of stuff on it. But this has not gone across the block yet. I just saw this one here, the 1997 GTS. The Dodge Viper. Just saw this one sitting over here between some other interesting cars. This whole parking garage is just paradise. It's full. Everywhere I look, there's something. 1968. The Volkswagen Carmagia. 1968. There's so much here. But that's a interesting find. It hasn't been across. It says no reserve on it. There's an NR for no reserve. So something you can kind of gather from placement and some other elements. This is a replica. It's a 1965 Ford GT Mark I. But it's a replica. You can tell it's a replica because it's just sitting in a row over here. It doesn't have ropes around it. Because if it was a real 1965 Mark I, it would be worth a lot more. It wouldn't be at the Mecum auction, I'll tell you that. This is the 2023 Super Snake. I don't see Super Snakes every day, and it's rare enough that I see two on the same day. I know the other one was an older one, but this one is just crazy. This is a convertible. The badging on the seats. '82 Ferrari 308. I believe it says GTS-I. Let's see. It's the 308 GTS-I is what it says. From '82. I think there's better light on this side. Let's look at this side over here. That's a little better. So there's some of that. So getting back to a little bit more normal, we've got a Shelby GT500. Getting away from the Super Snakes and the Cobras, all the craziness. Just a GT500 in silver with the black racing stripes. This is a 1969 Dodge Coronet. Looks like it's set up for Mexican police because it reads Policia. So I don't know if that's the Spanish or the Mexican police department from back in the day. But there is the Policia car. So we are now on the top floor of the garage. You can see Dickies Arena in the background. This has sold. I'll go and look, see what the price was on this. I'm assuming it's a factory 5. There's not going to be any originals out here, but it doesn't say how much it's sold for. It's just listed as a '65 replica. But we got some stuff to see. There's cars that have sold that are up here. We're gonna look at them. So I'm not gonna tell you. You have to have a really keen eye. This is a 1985 Pontiac Fiero. These were very popular. People wanted to do these conversions. So I don't know if it's just survived all these years. The 1985 Pontiac Fiero, it's got the kit on it. I don't think I've ever seen one. That's great. Next to the Fiero, the Stage 2 Roush. Let me get the year on this. This is a 2011. So there's your Stage 2 Roush. I'm not grabbing everything, but for the sake of the quote, you may be tough, but you ain't no Ford Ranger. Ford Ranger. So this one is sold. The year is 2000. It's an S2000. Lighting is so much better up here. Should have started up here. The Honda. It's the convertible. I don't know. Did they make any hardtop S2000s? We have a 1969 Mustang convertible. It's got the sold sticker on it. So this one is got a new home. Mecum has put it together with an owner. It says on the windshield 21,000 original miles. This is the Bentley GTC. So there's your row. I didn't get everything, but there's the row of the cars. We're on the roof. Honestly, I don't know that this is one I've seen before or that much. The 1980 Trans Am. It's got the Screaming Chicken. Very interesting color. I'm assuming this is a factory color. There's downtown Fort Worth in the background. We're at Dickies Arena. 1972 on the 442.
Yeah, that shit is me.
And there's downtown Fort Worth in the background. We are on the roof of the Dickies Arena. 442. Next to it is this one, the 2012. It's got the shaker hood. Looks like they put something on the grill. This is a row of sold vehicles. It doesn't have the totals anymore. They don't write what the vehicle sold for anymore. But it's got the sold sticker on it. So it's got a new home. Found a little 02 Boxster. Looks like it's got the broken yoke. The bid goes on at $9,000. Somebody thinks they're going to take this away for less than 10 grand, but the 2002 Porsche Boxster convertible. There's some stuff up here. 2006. It's a Celine. Looks like it's a convertible. And the bid goes on at, I'm going to say, $31,000. So grabbing some rare sights up here. Seeing what I can find. The 1978 Roadrunner. I don't think I've seen one with this. I don't know that I've seen one at all. This car does not look familiar to me. I think I've seen a Roadrunner that looks like this. the Plymouth. It's a late 70s. That's a... All the Roadrunners I know is the late 60s and early 70s Roadrunners. I'm getting kind of picky about what cars I'm going to film. I'm not just grabbing everything. There's a Chevelle next to this, but I had to stop. This thing is pretty cool. 1966. And it's got a badge. We'll go get that badge. There's your badge. Here, let's come over here. Here we go. Here's your badge. And what a let's get this one from the back. What an interesting shot from the back. A very unique styling back here. For the unique, the ones you don't see every day, a 1985 Chrysler LeBaron Town and Country wagon with the wood grain. I don't know if I'm ever going to see one of these again. The Buick Grand National. Pretty sure it's the 87. This couple has climbed into this car over here and they're starting it up. Or trying to start it up. These cars are sold. Maybe they're the new owners. I don't know. This thing is pretty sweet. They got it started. It's been sold. They're probably the new owners. Hell, they might just want to drive it home. It's rumbling. $1957. This is the Bel Air sedan. I think of the Bel Airs, I think of the coupes mostly, the two doors. This one's over here by the stairs in the corner. All by its lonesome over here with a sold sticker. So with the overseer here, the Mecum Auction member, and these are the new owners. I guess they live locally, and they are just going to drive it home. There they go. They just bought it. They bought it from the Mecum Auction. They live local. This is listed as a Cyclone spoiler, and then it even says it's a Cal Yarborough edition. I don't think I know what that is. The Cyclone spoiler Mercury, and I think it's a 69. Sold. I can't adjust the light anymore. The Stingray. I'm at the back of the roof, and I'm gonna make my way forward from here. We're gonna see what we can see. See what grabs our attention anyway. The Stingray. Just sitting over here chilling. The sold sticker. It's listed as a 99 Prowler. Supercharged by Paxton is badged on the side of this, but it's listed as a 99. It says 12,500 miles, and it's got a sold sticker on it. So somebody picked this one up at the Mecum Auction, Dickies Arena. Just walked up on this. The 2021 Stage 3. The Roush. This is another one I'll get around the back of it. Get a get a sense of this thing. The sun is actually on this side, so we can come over here and get some sun on it. Stage 3 Roush. Next to the Roush, it's a 57. It is the Bel Air. This is the two-door. This is the one I always think of when I think of the Bel Air. Is this version. This is listed as a 1937. And you know, it looks like the HHR almost. What it reminds me of. This is a 37. I'm gonna grab some more Shelbys, but I'm stopping on the 2001, the 01 Corvette. And people enjoy these. 427 is on the hood, and there's a sold sticker, so it's got a new home. The 2001. Another item on the roof up here, the 2011 Ford Shelby GT 500. It's got the red racing stripes, and then it's got the red stripe down the side with the GT 500 badge and the Cobra badge on it. Looking good. This doesn't have a lot of information. It's just calling it a 66 replica. Usually if it's factory 5, it actually has it on the build. It actually says it there, but this one just says 65 replica. I've said it before, I think these are more fun. You can enjoy these replicas, whereas if you have a real one, you can't really drive it. So something that you might not see, I'm trying to take this in. It's a 1976, I already forgot. It says 1 of 1 on the windshield. It says inside storage from 94 to 2024. It's a special order local car. This thing is pretty crazy. Oh, it's an Elite. That's what it's called. Crazy. Next to that one, the 2012 CTS-V Coupe. I don't know if it's the same one. I remember Justin Bieber had a Cadillac Coupe, and he took it over to the shop, and they put a mirror finish. It was the first mirror finish that anybody had done in North America, I believe. The year is 1987, and the movie is Risky Business. This is the car. I think it's the 924. It's written on the back. I just read it. That is the car. The Risky Business car, I think, was gray. Like I said, I'm grabbing stuff that kind of grabs my attention, and this M3 grabbed my attention. It's a convertible. I think it said it's a 2011. I enjoy the M3, and it's in a short row of other vehicles here. With a car like this, it's easy for me because all the information is on the windshield. It's a 2021. It's known as a super stock, and it has 807 horsepower. It's got the Hellcat badging, and it's sold. So this one's just kind of sitting perfectly in the sun by itself. I'll grab a shot of it. The 1962 C10. So just about done with the roof area here. And I thought I'd grab this on the way out. I don't really understand what I'm looking at. It's listed as a 1971. And it's, I'll just go read it. Because it's, this thing is, I want to get it from the back. The 1971 Jaguar E-Type Series 3 2+2 Coupe. There it is from the back. The Series 3. There it is. It looks like a 30s, but it's actually a 70s. It's listed as a 1979 Excalibur. I guess they were building these in the 70s for the sake of people that were a fan of the 30s vehicles. This is a 79. So the featured car here on this floor is this one, the 2013 SLS 550 convertible. And I'm kind of done with the garage. I might have to go to a different floor. Maybe I need to go inside. But I think I've covered it. 1967. The movie is Con Air. They end up towing the car behind the airplane. I hope it was a replica, but I'm sure the stories from Hollywood are that they used a real car. 1967 Corvette convertible. Go watch Con Air. And now we're at the over 100-year-old car. The 1908 Ford Model T. You could see a lot of the stage that we were in that time. There goes a roller in the background. And there goes another roller. Vehicles are moving around here. It's listed as a 1956 Corvette. I don't know what's left of the 56 Corvette that's sitting here. But it's, the VIN on it's probably a 56. So like the frame and all that, I don't know. It's listed as a 56. After the cars that I've seen today, well, that was cool. Roller on that one, and roller on that one, on the classic Corvette. Back to what I was looking at. So, yeah, I saw this and I thought, surely it's not just a Ford GT. Surely it's not just a GT. It's got the 5.0. No, it's a Hennessy, and it's got some other nomenclatures on there. It's a Hennessy package. So the title is Hennessy Legend HPE 800. It's got the Hennessy badging. Hennessy is on the seats. That's what this is. Always a fan of the Camaro. I believe it's listed as a 73. Camaro's what got me into cars. So I'll get into the hood. It says it's a little dark, but hopefully you can see. That's what they've got under the hood on that Camaro. 73. This is a 1969 Jaguar E-Type, and it has been modified. I'm going to get under the hood and we can take a look at what's going on there. So this is what's going on under the hood of the 69 E-Type. It's calling it a custom fixed head coupe, and they changed it. it's kind of been a long day. I'm thinking about cutting out of here. I've been through the whole garage. Not all the floors had stuff on them. Got the SS Camaro. It's an interesting color. But it's kind of been a long day. I'm feeling good about my coverage. So I'm always looking for something that I don't think is already on the channel. This is a Buick Wildcat. And I don't think I have any of these in my coverage. Pretty cool. So there's one of those. So this is listed as a 1965 Super Performance Shelby Cobra Replica Mark III. I don't know the Super Performance company, but we'll get under the hood so you see what they're working with. And there is under the hood on the Super Performance 65 Shelby Replica Mark III. So there's a speaker right behind me. I think I moved away from the speaker when I got here. So I didn't really cover any of these because the speaker's right here. I wanted to get the speaker off my camera. So it's a little busier here on the third floor than it was on the other floors. And here's what's under the hood on the 66. That gray 66 is Willwood on the brakes and LS3 under the hood. This is a 64. It also has been swapped out with an LS. I know some people that would be happy to hear about the LS swaps on all these classic Corvettes. This is LS7 under this one. This is on that blue 64. It's that blue 64 I was looking at. We're over here at the Adventure Zone. Got kids on little bikes. There's the employees taking care of everybody. But you have this whole area that you can drive around. And you got somebody attending to the little bits. This is the Adventure Zone out front.
Brand new. If he's a 302.
Inside of the arena area,
Thank you, Ricky.
there's the actual auction floor.
60 pounds, another 69, 25, 30, 30 pounds, 35, 35,
But we're out here
30 pounds, 5, 40, 40,
rolling off over there.
40 pounds out there.
There's some people in the seats.
40 pounds out there, 40 down 2, down 2, 45 pounds out there, down 5, 45 pounds.
And there's what's coming up next.
60 pounds, 60
They're pushing the cars onto the auction floor.
60 pounds, 2 pounds, 12 pounds, so 60 pounds another, so 60 pounds another stick. No, for that's 108, a 2023 Land Rover Defender 90, 5,200 miles with a 3-liter, all-wheel drive, rare front jump seat option, and clean car. 80 pounds another, 80 to 70 pounds another.
There's my view of the auction from the stands.
40 again, 40, 45. 45, 50,
There's Mecum
50,
on the floor of Dickies. October 2025. I'm stopping when I see something. This is a 56 Continental. I know that it's one that I've seen that many times before. So, some of that. Here we go. The Corvair. I just read the year on it. Well, if you know the year, put it in the comments. Let's see. It's a 64. The 1964.